Hello, Grave Matters is a new game event where you can not only experience new challenges through your gameplay in both Exilelands and the Isle of Sipta, but also get some rewards for participating in this event. These rewards are exclusive items which you can only get during this event, so they are temporary drops. Grab them while you can. The Grave Matters event happens between the day 8th of December 2021 and 10 January of 2022, which is basically a month that Funcom gives you to grab the new stuff. There are some places where you can come across with the challenges from this event. This will only happen in certain points of interest between both official maps, so you may want to run to those areas while the event is still happening. There will only be one event in the map at a time, and you should be waiting I'm not sure if it's between 10 and 20 minutes or something like that to have a new event, so keep an eye while you are still in game for a new one. And what kind of challenges am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about trying to destroy the scary looking pillars that will rise up from the ground in order to get rid of the shield that protects the enemy, which appears to be a sorcerer, so you can kill it. These sorcerers may look like they could be a level 1 boss, but they are not. They are more like those named elite human NPCs that you can find through certain points of interest instead. Meanwhile, there should be enemies in these areas which you will have to kill, just in case you want to try destroying the pillars a little more safely. These enemies belong to the undead race, just some skeletons that are often respawning during the event, since the sorcerer keeps summoning them to go after you. And once you kill a few of them, more will be summoned again. Depending on the area of the event, these skeletons may be more or less tough to kill. In the Exilelands, the easiest undead enemies are the ones from the Summoning Place area. The Buccaneer Bay area has tougher enemies, but the hardest challenge is really the one located at the Mounds of the Dead, where the shiny skeletons have a bigger health pool and such. In the Isle of Sipta, the toughest ones are from the Rave in the Rubble. Now, what you can do in here, you must destroy all the pillars surrounding the area. While you have to be careful with this, since standing near the pillars will give you corruption, you will still need to reach them to destroy them. Anyway, looks like any weapon will destroy them. I've tried with a few different kinds of weapons, between legendary and iron weapons. They all work to destroy these pillars with just a few hits, likely between 4 and 6 hits, and they are down. To prevent getting too exposed to the corruption, you can definitely stand at a distance if you have a bow and arrows to destroy them. That works pretty well too. Just be careful with the enemies after you all the time. Looks like you can either attack the bottom as well with the top and the center of the pillar to damage it. As soon as all the pillars are destroyed, the protective bubble shield of the sorcerer is going to be broken into pieces, and you can now kill it. I strongly suggest you to kill as many undead enemies nearby as possible before destroying the last pillar, otherwise you will have to deal with both sorcerer and them in a single fight, which is most likely to still happen. Fortunately, the sorcerer will not summon any more enemies once they lost their shield. They just want to kill you now. If you kill the sorcerer while some of the summoned skeletons are still around, they will die as soon as the sorcerer dies. Once you kill the sorcerer, a wooden loot chest will spawn around the area, with a couple of the new exclusive event items. The thing is, in order to obtain the complete collection of the items from the events, you must repeat the process of killing sorcerers through the map spots as many times as possible, since the loot boxes will only drop a couple of items at a time, and it is very possible that you will get repeated items sometimes. For example, I've got 3 hand wraps and potions in a row. It's really a matter of luck. Looks like some items have a smaller chance to drop than others. By the way, don't forget to loot all the enemies' corpses once the challenge is over, because they can drop cool things sometimes. One thing that I've noticed is that you can actually enslave some of the sorcerers. I've tried hitting them with a good truncheon once I've seen that bar above their health bar, but it still takes a good time to knock these guys out. I was just not able to knock out the sorcerer from the summoning place, as it wasn't working for me at least. I have not tried to put these sorcerers inside of a Wheel of Pain though. Now I will show you all the items that you can obtain from these chests once you are done. And remember that you may keep going for these event challenges as many times as you need to get all of these cool new things. Let's start with the new armor set, the Skelos Cultist Master, which is no more than just an improved version of the already implemented Skelos Cultist armor. This one is a medium armor set, but legendary. It has good armor defense value and it gives you extra survival attribute points. You will also have a chance of getting the new decorative pieces. Those are the Decrepit Round Table, the Abandoned Table, the Forgotten Bookshelf, and the Questionable Cauldron. While looting a chest, I've also got a torn parchment, which says, "Ye can hear the whispers if we only break the bond. Corruption is clarity. Show the masses that the world they inhabit can change. Raise the pillars, summon the resting ones, and soon..." And looks like we cannot read more things. Well, something will happen. Last but not least, the Potion of the Lost Souls is the one of the most frequent drops from the loot boxes. Once you drink one of these, it will give you random different kinds of buffs. The more you drink, the more chances you will have of getting diverse types of buffs. But if you drink a few at once, you will get quite drunk, so be careful with that. These potions have an expiration time, so like any other thing with expiration time you own, you should place them inside a preservation box with ice to make them lasting longer, just in case you do not want to consume them at the moment. I find this event to be a pretty good idea and something different to do in the game, and the rewards can definitely motivate players in participating in those and even making some coming back to the game, maybe, yeah. Sounds like Funcom may come up with more of these kinds of events in the future. Feel free to drop a comment below this video with your opinion about this new event system implemented into the game and the loot drops. I apologize for the delay in bringing the news. Probably many of you already knew well what this was all about. But anyway, I always like to feature special stuff for this game. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.